But one picture of the cat. Just adorable. So, what did you guys think of Avatar?
Avatar was great. I'm glad. As you can see, we're dressed up as the Navi.
I noticed.
Sink with rabbits.
Think with candy bar, all the flavors.
But no, it was good. It wasn't like earth-shatteringly stunning.
It all depends on how you take it, really. If you're comparing it to the first, you'd be kind of disappointed because it's nothing like it.
The Disney?
No, yeah. No one had their eyeballs gouged out in Disney.
I know, what was with that?
How about the Mad Hatter's Scottish accent and kilt?
I didn't get
Which I noticed you're not wearing.
Yeah, look at that. I didn't understand the whole accent thing. Like, I'm like, oh, he's Scottish.
Do you really have to understand the accent?
Well, I mean, like, how about this costume? Yeah, this awesome costume that,
She made the no.
Yeah.
So we've got your hat, do a nice little 360.
I made that this morning. Like, I was just I need to make hats. Yeah.
The thing that I find the coolest is this little, like...
The arsenal of threads.
Arsenal of threads, that's nice.
Yeah. Although I found out later on that was on the other side of him, so I said, wow, am I being inaccurate?
No, it was
Yes, it went from his
I don't think anyone else noticed.
Hello! This is Allison.
And Mad Hatter.
Yes, my special guest. This is Patrick Dolan, my boyfriend. And Jessica's not here right now. She went to bed because she's exhausted. And after watching Alice in Wonderland. So I thought it'd be nifty to do a little like movie review. Not that anyone really cares what I think, but
I don't.
I have a guy dressed up as the Mad Hatter. That's something. So anyway, first of all, this will be a positive review because like I didn't mind the movie.
I loved it.
I thought it was cute.
I thought it was brilliant.
Honestly, I was expecting to hate it. Seriously. Like, when I first found out this movie was being made, I was just like, are you kidding me? Way to go, you know. Just contribute to the, you know, stagnating of imagination in movies and, you know, let's not come up with our own original storylines anymore. Let's just borrow and recycle things that have already been done, you know. God forbid we come up with something original. But, so yeah, I was really bitter about it, and, I'm not Johnny Depp's #1 fan, to put it lightly. He is, yeah. So, I thought the movie was good. One small thing that annoyed me, and I'll just get this out of the way right now, it was only in 3D. Like, I don't know if this is the same at every single theater, but this movie was, you could only see it in IMAX 3D, which is great. I mean, if you want, like, a cool little experience, but I just wanted to watch the movie.
My eyes are still burning.
Yeah, and, like, it just hurts after a while. Like, it's cool when you're watching, like, a documentary at the aquarium for, like, half an hour, and it's like, oh, cool, this is, you know, whatever, panoramic views of, like, Mount Fuji or whatever. Like, that's neat. That should be in 3D. But, like, a long movie, just, no. And I just feel like 3D is a gimmick that the movie industry should just be really careful about, because I feel like some movies are taking it as, oh, how can we get people to see our movie and how can we make lots of money on this movie? I know, let's put it in 3D. And it just kind of feels like instead of putting work into making like a creative piece of art, it's just, let's make things pop out of the audience. Everyone loves that.
But then again, it wasn't really all their fault because we kind of did sit in the 5th row.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see, like, I had to look around a lot to get the full picture.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we sat in the middle or the back, it probably wouldn't have been a completely different story, but
yeah,
it's sitting up close in seeing a movie in IMAX 3D is the problem, which can be controlled by us.
Yeah, so yeah, that kind of was our fault. Like, for me, like, this is, like, if this was the whole movie, I was basically just focused on this, like, whatever was in the center, because everything here and here was just, like, fuzzy nonsense. I didn't know what it was, and then this was like, oh, bam, Crispin Glover, Johnny Depp, name I can't pronounce, Alan Rickman as the caterpillar. I loved Alan Rickman.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Second,
I agree.
Alan Rickman, Absalom, caterpillar started talking, me, Pat, and Jess just started cracking up because we're just like, Alan Rickman! Ah!
Who are you, Mr. Potter?
It was funny.
Mr. Todd.
We laughed like giddy little schoolgirls at Alan Rickman. Overall, the visuals of the movie, like, were brilliant. Like, I'm sure, but it's kind of a given. It's in 3D. It's in IMAX. It's
Tim Burton's a visionary.
Yeah. He knows how to. I have to give Tim Burton that he knows how to make a movie pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very, very pretty. It wasn't like pretty, like, ooh, nice, you know. Like, it was creepy because it was Wonderland or Underland, should I say. So it had that creepiness to it, but it was pretty creepy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But visuals were nice. Johnny Depp.
Yes, let's talk about Johnny Depp.
Yeah. He did a good job as the Mad Hatter. It was kind of one of those cookie cutter Johnny Depp roles. Like, he kind of always plays the kooky, quirky guy, and I mean, you can't get much more quirkier than, like, the Mad Hatter.
Hi there.
So, it was a role that, you know, Johnny Depp was, you know, made to play. I didn't get the Scottish accent, like, every 3 seconds. I'm sure there either was a purpose for it, or there wasn't a purpose, because he's crazy, because he's the Mad Hatter and everything. But, he would just get really intense all of a sudden. And, WTF random, like, emo, angsty Mad Hatter moment when he's making hats and, nice working in my trade again. And then Alice goes, like, oh, it's a shame you have to make the hats for, the Red Queen. And then all of a sudden he's just like,
boom, boom!
oh! Like, he goes crazy and he's all just like, oh my god, emo! Like, just, he has this little bitch fit all of a sudden. And I was kind of taken aback at that. Like, I'm just like, okay, you know, whimsical little Mad Hatter, you're throwing things, you're throwing a tantrum. Okay, whatever, I can. Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover.
I'm saying this on behalf of Jessica. That, he was one tall drink of water.
Oh. With
That was-
a wedge of lemon.
Yeah, with many wedges, a nice
And
wedge.
lime, too, to
And
even it
lime.
out.
Yeah, holy shit. But, he did a good job. I wish they had done more with the Knave. Like,
He needed more.
he could have, I know, right? This is probably just me wanting to see more of him. I'm sure there are ways they could have incorporated his character more, but really, I'm just kind of, right now, at, 15 minutes past midnight, I'm just kind of like, I should have had more Crispin Glover
16.
chopping that shit up. The girl that played Alice, like she was good. She wasn't necessarily anything special, but she wasn't horrible. And, like, that's good. You don't want a horrible Alice. You kind of want, like, an interesting Alice.
I think the previews definitely deceived
You expected
me.
it to be
Different.
more,
Much different.
almost more whimsical. Like, it was actually a really serious movie. Like, it wasn't serious, but I mean, it was like, you know, kill the Jabberwocky.
It was a
people
big
are
chess
dying.
match.
There's heads. It's a big bloody battle. It wasn't
Eyeballs
bloody.
gone.
Yeah, that was really. I don't know. There were little kids next to us, and they seemed really into it. Like, they weren't. You know, little kids were crying or running out of the theater or anything.
Except for when they saw me at the line.
Yeah. And in 3D, it makes it, you know, all the more intense. But, yeah, overall, I thought it was a good movie. I don't proclaim to be some sort of, like, movie genius or, you know, a good sort of critic, but just a person that likes, you know, movies. That's what I thought about this movie. So yeah, it was a sweet little movie. Yeah. It had some heart, which was nice to see in a movie.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just like, you know, Tim Burton's fingerprints are all over this, you know, price tag here.
Yeah.
You can see, you know, this is CGI, this is, you know, this camera, this is, you know, my vision or whatever. It was a movie. Thought it was a decent movie. Yep, so that's it. I will see you all later. I don't think I've ever seen any of you, actually. Do people watch these videos? I don't really think so.
Why are we talking to you about this?
Found myself